In this country, there are waiting lists for people to get access to these drugs in some of the poorer states. We've had a really strong health care advocate system here in New York, and we have fought to get a very inclusive list of drugs in our formulary. Well, they didn't have an ACT UP New York in Mississippi. They don't have an ACT UP New York in Alabama. They don't have an ACT UP New York in a whole lot of places or other healthcare advocates.
I hope we're going to see a resurgence in this country, and the global treatment access movement may catalyze again a resurgence here in the U.S. of AIDS activism and kind of revitalize what was so vibrant and so alive in the 80s and early 90s.
Mike Fraker, Robert Popalik, Stuart Jeffrey Gale, Carl, Eric Wright, Lydia, Brian, Matt, Tim, Jim, Auntie.
Domestic activists need to wake up to what's happening in the U.S. and that we may lose all the gains we've made over the past 20 years in HIV prevention, with the Bush administration's targeting of HIV prevention programs that don't want to just talk about abstinence and just say no, to their attacks on programs focusing on sex users and drug workers, and their attack on health care for the poor, especially Medicaid. A lot of energy of the domestic AIDS movement has been focused on the international arena lately, but again, it's a question of balance. We need to fight for the rights of the poor everywhere, whether they're a subway ride away or a world apart.